All right, friends, something new that we're going to do when you are at home doing school are little letter books to help us practice letters and lots of other things like cutting and matching and decorating and writing. So this is called My. Do you remember the word my? You can spell my if you try. M-Y, M-Y, first an M and then a Y. Oh, my. My letter workbook. So this is going to be all about letter O. So the first thing we do is always the same. We pick up our pencil and we write our name. I'm going to write Mrs. Barrios. You're going to write your name. All right, so we're going to do 2 pages today. We're going to do 2 pages tomorrow. So on the first page, we're always going to decorate. Remember we kind of did this before in our other ABC book? But now we've got a smaller letter to decorate. Before they were bigger. Now they're smaller. So you can decorate them however you want. I'm going to use crayons and markers. I'm not going to color in the middle parts of O's because that part is like an open space. It doesn't look like an O anymore if you color in that middle section. So we're not going to color in the middle section of the O. So decorate it however you want. And then over here, we're just going to color in the circles that have O's. It says use a bingo dotter. If you have dotters at home, you can dot the O, but if you don't, you can just color them. So let's do capital O's. I'm going to pick one color for capital O's. Now capital O's are bigger. Look at lowercase o and capital O look the same, but capitals are bigger, right? There's only 2 of each. That's so easy. And then we're going to do some tracing. You can use a marker if you want to trace. So we're going to do capitals. And capital O's are squished between the top line and the bottom line, right? Lowercase O's are squished between the dotted line and the bottom line. So they're just a little bit smaller, right? We've got a picture of an octopus there. Octopus starts with O. O makes the sound ah, like octopus. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Then we're going to do this one. And we're going to use this piece. So press pause if you need to finish the other page. I'm going to move on to this page. So we're going to cut this apart. Save this for tomorrow, okay? We're going to do this right now. So, first things first, we're going to use crayons. Make sure you use crayons. And we're going to color the letter. Remember, don't color the inside, because then we're going to cut these apart and we're going to have to put it together like a puzzle. It's going to be a little tricky. A little tricky. Who likes tricky stuff? I like just right tricky stuff. It won't be too tricky. Oh, maybe I'll do green like Christmas. So we've got our capital O and our lowercase o. So first, I'm going to cut them apart, and then I'm going to cut out my capital O and my pieces. But check this out. So I cut around the edge, right? Put my trash to the side. Then I'm going to cut all these pieces apart. And that's where it's going to get tricky, and I'm going to have to do my puzzle. Okay. So for puzzles, you know that you always have to turn all your pieces over, right? in order to figure out how it's gonna go. So I'm gonna put glue all over this box to start, okay? Then I'm gonna look at my pieces that have like a corner, which is the top of my O. Do you see how it's different than the side of the O? The side of the O would look like this. The top, it's gonna have like a corner. Let's see which one matches. Oh, that looks like a match. Cool. Then I'm gonna do the middle part of my O. There we go. This one, look what I have to do. I have to flip it around like this. Some of them might be upside down sometimes. There we go. There we go. You can always set up your puzzle first before you put your glue on. I should have said that to you just in case you make a mistake. And then you can do your lowercase puzzle. Cut apart all your pieces. We're really working on cutting on the line. So when you put your puzzle together again, it really matches up nicely. If you do a messy cut, your puzzle is going to be kind of messy. So I'm going to put my pieces. I'm going to see and figure out. That looks like the bottom to me. This looks like another bottom piece. And then I have to do my middle parts. There's a middle part. Here's a middle part. And I've got my inside part of my O. There we go. And voila! You've got your puzzle done. Then we're gonna use a pencil. Let me find one. I don't have one right here. Okay, found a pencil. And we're gonna do capital lowercase. Capital lowercase. So we're gonna do a pattern. So we're gonna trace our capital, trace our lowercase. Then we're gonna do that again. Capital, lowercase. See how capital is squished between the top line and the bottom line? And lowercase is squished between the dotted line and the bottom line? And then we'll do it again. Capital, lowercase. And then again. Capital, lowercase. Capital, and I can fit one more lowercase there. Lowercase. All right. So we did 2 pages. We'll do the other 2 pages tomorrow, and you're saving this for tomorrow. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick it in there, and I'm just going to leave it there. I might want to leave this open for a little bit to let it dry if you have any wet glue anywhere, okay?